Okay, this is match 1 for Jacob Adams. You see him there in the purple and black, wrestling against Dad, Corey Tripp, heavyweight open at Jackson Northwest 08 Open. Corey has a front headlock and almost like a bulldog with his underhook there, reaches down to try to snatch that knee pick. They're wrestling freestyle here. And Corey sumos him right out of bounds, basically circles off and works that perimeter of the mat like he knows how to do. Comes in with a fury and boom, gets that head just like he's supposed to. I think he's going to bring him down here to the mat. Jacob is only willing to go down to a tripod, as you can tell there. He feels pretty strong there as usual. Somebody goes for a seatbelt or anything else for that matter, and Jacob tends to catch him. Very strong upper body. But Corey catches that elbow and does a little breakdown here to bring him in. Jake grabs the leg, single leg. Not where we want to be. Corey puts all the weight on and pressure, and we're down here to crossface, believe it or not, and a cross arm kind of bundle, basically. And back to that front headlock. Corey is in the yellow, orange, and red singlet. And green shoes. Oh, yeah. Quite a combination there, too. And we were into a hip throw there for a second. And Jacob actually has been starting to get used to that, being inside there. And last match we'd seen, he was setting up an inside trip, which would have been beautiful to have seen. I'm messing with him now, by the way. Coach Tisdale is sitting over the corner, and I'm just messing with him because they're wrestling for a new singlet, apparently. And I can't get Jacob to smile. He's ticked. And so I'm just continuing to mess with him. And you can probably hear me in the background talking crap. And now as we zoom in on Jake, he's finally just staring me down. I'm trying to get him to smile. He finally smiles. And we're back in the match, luckily. And they both are circling off here. I'm telling them to keep their heads up as Jacob goes for the rush in there, because of the fact that once we get to states and nationals, and they're not even going to play with them, they have to have their head up at all times when they're going into this typical neutral type position. As Jacob goes for that inside trip, and Corey catches him. Comes in a beautiful... See that right there? See how it was right there? See how he brought that right leg all the way through? He had an inside trip again, a second effort, and wasn't able to finish it. But it was right there. It was a beautiful initiation by him, and Corey's going to bring him all the way over. Almost brought his legs in to bring him over, which was even better. And does the typical belly flop that Corey likes to do and put all his weight right on him to secure the pin. It's going to be a harsh night back at home for the Tripps as Dad wins. And, of course, we're just laughing because of son versus father wrestling for the new singlet. There's no love lost going on there between them in wrestling each other. Typically, you can tell Jake's ticked. But anyway, good match.